My name is Etta, and welcome to another EQ, another EQ Epic Guide. Today we are doing the Rogue Epic 1.0. This is featuring Takani, my level 100 rogue, who you can kind of see online in the background. We'll get there in a minute. So, some notes before you start. First of all, please be a rogue. You can try act like a bard. You could try act like a rogue as a bard, but it doesn't exactly work. I'm sorry. Have to break the news to you. Secondly, you have to be at least level 50. I will double check that number, mostly for the fact of certain bosses and their level. I will double check that for y'all in a bit. So starting off, you actually have to, this actually starts where you need to pickpocket 2 parts of a stained parchment. You have to go to North Caledon and Nerak 3rd Gate to pickpocket from the 2 rogue guild masters, Foundy and Tani. From Foundy in North Caledon, you're getting the stained parchment top, and from Tani in Nerak 3rd Gate, you need the bottom part. It is advised you can either hide/sneak and hope that that is strong enough. I hope it is at this point. And then, but especially for Nerak, the 3rd gate, you will, unless you happen to be like there, which is highly unlikely, it's good to have a dark elf disguise. I don't care what just popped up on the screen there. Go away. Then, now these 2 are pre-lootable. You don't need these right now at the start, but it is a good idea to get them before you do the first official step, which is go to the Plane of Hate. The fastest route is to either get teleported by a wizard or go to the guild hall and take the teleporter through there. You are looking for the Book of Souls. Now, if you go find the Maestral's place, the house right across the way, like practically across the street from the Maestral's place, you'll find the Book of Souls as a ground spawn. Not on the ground, I don't think. I think it's on a table, I don't know. Then go to the Plane of Knowledge and get 2 bottles of milk. Those will be needed later. I have a name that is suggestive. Finally, you are going to come here to High Pass Hold. I suggest, unless you want to go through Kithcore Forest or the Eastern Plains of Corona, if you're truly desperate, you can go through Blightfire Moors. It is a little faster. Come down here to the lake and take a little bit of a dive. Yeah, there it is. Put the mic down just to okay. Promise guys I know where I'm going. I don't care if they like me or not. I don't expect. Then you just do this. Ah, he's my favorite guy. Anson McBail. He guys, come on. Okay, that was interesting. Whatever. That's why. Okay. But you will when you talk to Anson McBail, you need to move. Thank you. Yeah. You need to tell him, I need to see Stanos, and you will find Stanos Hercanor standing in front of him. Give him both parts of the stained parchment you have to get a combined parchment. Nah, I don't feel like walking, so here we go. I'm gonna have to walk eventually. I think so, yeah. So then you'll go to Lake Wraithtier to find Eldrith. I think he's somewhere in the middle island, I think. Check the middle island, guys. Give him the combined parchment, the 2 bottles of milk you bought, and 100 platinum to get the scribbled parchment. Then go to Steamfont Mountains to find Yendar Starpire. Give him the scribbled parchment to get tattered parchment. Then, with these two, with the tattered parchment plus the Book of Souls you got from the Plane of Hate, you give it back to Yendar. He will despawn, and Rennook's Hercanor will spawn. Kill her to get the translated parchment. Following that up, you'll come back here to High Pass Hold. You may need to resummon Stanos, but resummon Stanos, give him the translated parchment to get a sealed box. Now for the fun part. One moment. After you get the sealed box, you will be coming here to Kithcore Forest. Here in Kithcore Forest, you are actually coming here. Wait, south of the apparently marked path, there's this house. In this house, you are looking for dun, 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 General Hera. V Hera. That's my, there you go. Now, I don't know if he's actually in there. I can't tell. Sorry, guys. That might be him. That might not be. I don't think so. But you basically need to be careful. Because you are surrounded. Once you give him the sealed box, it doesn't matter what you do. Everyone will attack. So I think the best option would be to get a... to get someone like an enchanter to start calming all the mobs. And then you go up and you give him the box and then everyone goes rogue. I don't know, I think that's just me. He killed the general to get the general pouch. Oh shit. So I am going to change locations now. And I will see you guys in a bit. So while I'm running over to the location, there are a few things you need. There are technically 2 things to get the two other things before you can do turn-in. The Kazakh quill and another thing that I will talk about in a minute. There are 4 robes you need to get now. Many of these you can just go and grab while you're in Kithcore Forest, killing off the one guy. So there's the Robe of Kedge, which you can either get from Phineas in Kedge Keep, or there are 2 members over in the Kithcore Forest with the general that will drop this. You only need 1 though, which is the good thing. Next is the Robe of Ishva. There are 3 people. So down in South Krana, which I am technically in, I just left East Krana. I'm about to enter North Krana. My target's actually in West Krana, and you can kind of see why at the bottom there. But in South Karana, which is south of North Karana, there's a bunch of Spitball. The Ishva Mall drops it. Then someone of the magician epic, the water person over in Dagnor's Cauldron, also drops it. And then lastly, the same guy, the third guy from the Robo Kedge, also drops it. Come on. Next up is the shiny metallic robe. If you watch my Enchanter epic, I talk about these two. So the easier one is the Ghoul Archmagus down in Lower Guck. There's also, and you've already should have spoken to him, Yendar Starpire over in Steamfont Mountains. He always drops it, but he's harder. Lastly is the Robe of the Oracle. There's only one guy that drops it. He's over in Ocean of Tears. Now what? I am almost there. I should almost be there. I need to double check that. And I dodged both trees. Yay! I'll be right back. Okay, so I almost thought I was going to the wrong place, but thankfully I'm not. Yahoo! So after you get these 4 ropes, and technically the next step, you can pre-farm all of these items and do one big turn-in. When you get these 4 ropes, you will turn it in, and he's not here, sadly, to Phineas the Small. This is his placeholder. In fact, maybe we'll actually see him spawn in, but basically at night, don't do that. Okay, he might be spawning any minute if I keep talking. But yeah, this guy's gonna despawn. You don't need to kill him or anything, but he'll despawn and Phineas will spawn. So bring back up this. Basically, he will give you the Kazakh Quill once you turn in these 4 robes. Now I have to check to make sure he hasn't just randomly appeared. Then there are 4 swords. Technically one looks like an axe, but you know what? I won't say anything if no one else will. This is to get the Jagged Diamond Dagger. Flesh Ripper. I know these are great names. Drops from the Kobold King in Silly Sec P. That is a mess, especially with Painbringer, who comes from the Kobold Champion in the same place. You could almost watch them spawn. That is not even funny. Is he there? Nope. Fooled. So be careful with the first 2. Karg, Ice Bear, and Everfrost. I don't remember having a problem with him with Takani. I think I got that very easily, but I don't recall. And then the Froglock King down in Lower Guck gives you the Mithril 2-handed sword. So while you're down there getting your if you happen to go down there for your metallic robe, grab your sword while you're down there. It's so much more painless. Then of course you come back and he's still not here. Oh, that's a shame. We should be getting close. It is nighttime, sir. But yeah. Come back here to Phineas. You may have to wait until his little guy spawns, and he will give you the dagger in exchange for those 2 swords. Now time for the last part. Oh, one moment. In fact, no, I'm not going to run back because I want to see this guy spawn. Go back to High Pass Hold, summon Stanos, give him the Kazakh Quill, General's Pouch, and Jagged Diamond Dagger to get Ragebringer, your epic. Hope that helps, and Takani gives her things. Bye!
fighting on a ledge, it'll take you out in seconds. Imagination to the max, spoilers can't beat that. Got a firm with criticism and a sister quick incision. When you hear my music, I'll take you out with magic. Nothing you got can save you from this bond. When you see my squad, you better brought the apart. Got a demon cat, what you got against the god? It's a one-on-one, you never